Thank you for subscribing to our channel. Today is Tuesday, December 29, 2020. CNN report: Nick McGlashan, Deadliest Catch cast member, dies at 33. Nick McGlashan, who starred on the hit reality series Deadliest Catch, has died in Nashville, the Davidson County Medical Examiner confirmed to CNN on Monday. McGlashan was 33. No cause of death or further information was given, and his death is currently under investigation. Discovery, the network home of his series, released a statement to CNN. "Our deepest sympathy goes out to Nick's loved ones during this difficult time," the statement read.
BBC report: Algerian President Tebboune returns after COVID treatment in Germany. Mr. Tebboune was last seen in public on 15 October when he met with the French Foreign Minister Jean-Yves Le Drian. The 75-year-old's absence had fueled speculation over his ability to finish his first term. "It is hard to be far from one's country," Mr. Tebboune was quoted as saying upon his return. He was advised on 24 October to self-isolate following a positive coronavirus case among his close staff.
CNN report: Auto trends of 2020, online buying, electric trucks and SUVs go off-road again. 2020 was tough on many industries, but the auto industry actually saw some bright spots. Despite having to shut down production for weeks at a time, some factories were able to pivot to make personal protective equipment and other medical supplies just when the country needed it most. Several automakers were still able to reveal some of their most important product launches in years, including General Motors' new GMC Hummer EV and Ford's Bronco.
Fox report: New York restaurant owners sue Gov. Cuomo to allow in-person dining. An upstate New York restaurant owner is joining others in a lawsuit against Democratic Gov. Andrew Cuomo, saying it has been tough to watch his customers go to restaurants in a nearby county instead of his because of less restrictive coronavirus measures. "Here we are in our busiest season and many of our customers are just going a few miles down the road, in some cases right across the street, and dining indoors," Greg Jewell, the co-owner of in Erie County, told Fox and Friends First on Tuesday.
Fox report: Spain to keep registry of people who refuse COVID-19 vaccine, will share with EU health minister. Spain will begin keeping a record of those who refuse a coronavirus vaccine and will share that information with other nations in the European Union, the country's health minister said Monday. The registry won't be made public, Health Minister Salvador Illa told La Sexta Television, and employers will not have access to it. He said the record is to ensure there was no error in the system and that the person was given the opportunity of being vaccinated.
CNN report: Croatia hit by 6.4 magnitude earthquake, leaving at least 6 dead. At least 6 people died after a 6.4 magnitude earthquake rocked parts of central Croatia on Tuesday, the Interior Ministry said on Twitter. The ministry confirmed the deaths of a girl in the town of Petrinja, where the tremor caused widespread damage, and 5 men in the village of Majski Poljan. At least 26 people have been injured, 6 seriously, it added. "We are doing everything we can to help the citizens of Petrinja and surrounding areas in this dramatic and tragic situation," Interior Minister Davor Bozanovic said in a tweet.
Fox report: Nearly 1,000 Pakistani girls forced to convert to Islam every year. Neha loved the hymns that filled her church with music, but she lost the chance to sing them last year when, at the age of 14, she was forcibly converted from Christianity to Islam and married to a 45-year-old man with children twice her age. She tells her story in a voice so low it occasionally fades away. She all but disappears as she wraps a blue scarf tightly around her face and head. Neha's husband is in jail now, facing charges of rape for the underage marriage, but she is in hiding, afraid, after security guards confiscated a pistol from his brother in court.
BBC report: Coronavirus, no liquor in teapots, South Africa's restaurants warned. President Cyril Ramaphosa said, reckless behavior, caused by drinking, increased the risk of spreading COVID as he announced the ban on Monday. A new, faster-spreading variant of the coronavirus was detected in South Africa about 2 weeks ago. Mr. Ramaphosa said it had become well established in the country. As part of a new slew of restrictions aimed at restricting further transmission, he has banned gatherings except for funerals, imposed a curfew between 21 o'clock and 06:00, and ordered all shops, bars and other venues to shut by 20:00.
Al Jazeera report: Gabon approves constitutional change if president incapacitated. Gabon's parliament has approved constitutional changes to fill a legal void if the president becomes incapacitated and grant heads of state immunity after they leave office. The question of a constitutional vacuum became a crunch issue in the Central African state 2 years ago when President Ali Bongo Ondimba suffered a stroke that needed months-long convalescence. Under the change, the president's power will be transferred to a triumvirate, the speakers of its chambers of parliament and the defense minister, if the head of state becomes temporarily or permanently incapacitated.
Deutsche Welle report. Russia opens new criminal probe against Alexei Navalny. Russian state investigators opened a new criminal case against Kremlin critic Alexei Navalny on Tuesday, accusing him of fraud. Navalny is alleged to have collected donations from the public on behalf of the organizations he represents before spending the funds on personal needs. The investigative committee said in a statement that Russia's most prominent opposition figure used the money for acquiring personal property, material assets and paying expenses, saying that the donations were effectively stolen.
CNN report. Tesla will start selling cars in India next year, government says. Tesla may finally be coming to India, the country's transport minister, Nitin Gadkari, says that Elon Musk's electric car company will start selling vehicles there next year. After establishing sales centers, Tesla will then look into setting up manufacturing here, Gadkari said in a statement to CNN Business. Tesla (TSLA) did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Asked by a Twitter user on Sunday about the company's India plans for 2021, Musk said that the company would definitely enter the market, though not in January.
BBC report. Ahmed Basamzaki, Egypt jails harassing student who sparked MeToo campaign. Ahmed Basamzaki was arrested in July in Cairo, where he attended the elite American university. Accusations against him sparked a wider MeToo campaign as women reported their experiences of sexual harassment. Such harassment has been illegal in Egypt since 2014. The court, which tries cyber crimes, found Zaki guilty of sending pornographic photographs and texts to the women's phones. He can appeal against the verdict, reports AFP news agency.
Fox report. St. Louis woman accused of punching sheriff who told her to wear mask. St. Louis police are searching for a woman accused of beating a sheriff with the officer's own baton after she was told to wear a mask to stop the spread of COVID-19. The woman entered a Shell gas station on Christmas Day and was told by the sheriff, who was working security at the location, that she wouldn't be allowed in without a mask. The location had at least 4 other patrons inside. The officer said the woman became belligerent, punching the officer, who is female, and grabbed for the officer's baton.
Deutsche Welle report. Germany. Grave digger accused of stealing gold teeth from corpses. A German cemetery worker is being investigated for allegedly stealing gold teeth from dead bodies, local police announced on Tuesday. A police statement said he was accused of disturbing the peace of the dead. The suspect was employed to dig and fill in graves in the city of Würzburg in the southern state of Bavaria. He is accused of unlawfully removing the gold in 20 incidents since September 2019.
Al Jazeera report. UAE a hub for firms helping Venezuela avoid U.S. sanctions, report. In June, the United States imposed sanctions on half a dozen oil tankers managed by established shipping firms. It was a major escalation of American attempts to choke off Venezuela's oil trade. Within weeks, a little-known company based in the United Arab Emirates (UAE) took over the management of several tankers that had been shipping Venezuelan oil. The vessels got new names. And then they resumed transporting Venezuelan crude.
Deutsche Welle report. COVID-denying Russian monk detained by police. Russian riot police stormed a monastery on Tuesday to arrest a rebel monk who has criticized the Kremlin and denied the existence of coronavirus. Supporters of Father Sergei clashed with police overnight at the Srednyoralska monastery outside Yekaterinburg in the Ural Mountains. The monk was flown to Moscow, where a court was ready to approve his arrest. Authorities charged him with inciting suicidal action with his sermons, in which he urged followers to die for Russia.
Al Jazeera report. Argentina on the cusp of historic vote to legalize abortion. Buenos Aires, Argentina. Argentina is marching towards what could be a historic moment as the Senate considers a bill to legalize abortion that, if approved, would make the Latin American country a leader on reproductive rights in the region. I have a quota of optimism, because I think we, Argentine women, deserve it, said Marta Alanis, a member of the campaign to legalize abortion in Argentina and among a group of women who has been waging the pro-choice battle for decades.
Thank you for watching 5 p.m. recap. To be notified, you can subscribe our channel and activate the bell.